Hello everyone, just me, Jeff Donnelly, JP Donnelly 8. JP Donnelly 8 at AOL.com is my email, JP Donnelly 8. Facebook, JP Donnelly 8.com. JP Donnelly 8 for YouTube. And just about everywhere else, JP Donnelly 8. Okay, so here's a little talk, a little question, a little whatnot, right? So, gas prices are still pretty outrageous. You know, hovering around $4 or $5 a gallon. So, I did another video already about how the government can help by taking taxes away from gas. Because in Massachusetts, it's 45 cents per gallon that the state is making off of a gallon of, well, the government itself is making off per gallon in Mass. So, here's another thing though. Right now, the government, the president and stuff like that are talking about bringing in gas from Venezuela and Iran. Okay, Venezuela and Iran are not really American-friendly countries. They believe, for the most part, death to America. So we're gonna stop getting gas from Russia because the whole Russia-Ukraine situation. But then we're gonna get gas from Venezuela and Iran, two countries that also really hate America, and the more money they make. Venezuela is a corrupt country, which I'm not sure has really done anything to America or is a real threat to America, but Iran is a major threat to the world and also America because they want nuclear weapons and they want to be the major force in the Middle East. So how about this? If the Democrats and the Republicans both got together, they could probably pass a bipartisan bill that would help with the fuel price situation that we have right now. I'm not just talking about gasoline, I'm talking about heating fuel. I'm talking about electricity because, once again, that's produced for the most part by fossil fuel. Okay, so a good negotiation, roll out tax rebates for wind, solar, like any form of renewable energy. Roll out a bunch of tax rebates and incentives to actually produce electricity and other forms of power off of renewables. But at the same time, lower down a lot of the restrictions on the fossil fuel industry in America, the oil industry, the coal industry, the natural gas industry. Give them benefits as well. And also reapprove the Keystone Pipeline and other pipelines. I understand if you don't like pipelines, but if you don't like pipelines, realize something. Every big city, or even small town, a lot of small towns in America right now have pipelines. We have gas lines throughout just about every city has major gas lines. Those are pipelines. And these pipelines that transport oil and natural gas across the country saves a ton of money by not having to use railroads and not having to use tractor-trailer trucks. Railroads have a tendency to derail and cause major environmental pollution and issues. Same with tractor-trailer trucks. Tractor-trailer trucks do get into accidents and release these fuels and these chemicals into the environment. A pipeline is more stable because the companies that are actually running these pipelines have people who their job is to actually go up and down the pipelines to make sure that they're not leaking, and to keep them up to par. Also, if we actually reopen approve the pipelines and actually did other things in order to help the oil industry natural gas industry and coal industry. That right there would put a lot of people back to work who are out of work right now. In all different sectors, from refinery to drilling to building, and the communities surrounding them would also see a boost in their, revenue as well as tax. Taxes would go up too. They'd make more money in taxes, even if the government gave better rates to them. Okay, well, just think about it. It's just the way that I think that the left and the right could come together, at least in a short time, and at least on this maybe one issue, in order to put people back to work, to not give money to terrorist countries, or countries that do not approve of the American way of life. It would make the world safer, and it would give our people the ability to make more money. Okay, that's just a short one. If you want to donate, JP Donnelly 8 at PayPal. My P.O. box is down below. And yeah, so have a great day. Oh yeah, plus it would also drop the price of oil, so Putin would maybe run out of funds and have to retreat from Ukraine.